Hello, my name is John Ranciato. I'm here today with the Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station, and we are bringing Plant Science Day to you. This portion is hands-on chemistry. Working with me today will be Michael Ammirata. He will be making Oobleck for you, and our cameraman is Shen. So today, Michael Ammirata is going to show you how to make Oobleck. Oobleck is a non-Newtonian fluid. So what happens with that is, unlike water, in this non-Newtonian fluid, the viscosity will change with pressure. If you pass your hand through this fast, your hand will basically stop. If you move your hand slowly, you will move through freely. Again, change in pressure can bring about a change in viscosity. So with that said, I'm going to pass this along to Michael Ammirata, and he's going to demonstrate actually how to make this Oobleck.
Hey everybody, my name is Mike, and let's get started. So the recipe for Oobleck is 2 parts cornstarch to 1 part of water. I'm going to start with water. We could wear gloves for this, but because this is food grade ingredients, we can get away with going barehanded. This is totally safe, just don't eat it. It tastes kind of nasty. So you don't want to add too much because you can end up with a gigantic chunk. And you just start adding your powder to your water and mix, and you'll as you go, you'll get a feel for it. Right now, it's really just cornstarch colored water as we started. Still the same viscosity of water. It's very, very, very light. And we're going to keep adding more and more cornstarch until it starts to feel thick. And it won't feel thick right away. What will happen instead is the faster you move through it, the more it's going to resist you. Almost like it gets thicker, as John explained earlier. So I need more cornstarch. Add more. This is very messy, so your best bet is to do this either outside or in a space like your kitchen or your bathroom where it's easy to clean up. So here I'm adding more cornstarch to the water. It's getting thicker, but we're still not there yet. It starts to collect on the bottom of the tray. Once you do get this to its final state, you can add things like food coloring or glitter. See that? And it wasn't doing this before. I can roll it around in my hand now like a ball of mud. The moment that I stop and let it rest on my fingers, it just falls through. So keep adding little bits at a time. So to further demonstrate the properties of this as a non-Newtonian fluid, if I try to smack this, I hit the surface. Or I can gently dip my fingers down to the bottom. And again, like when I was mixing it, anytime I want to pull my hands out, it grabs onto me. That's actually pretty cool. If you try to pull it apart, the same thing happens. It almost like it dries out. You can see it ripping like a solid. And then once that pressure is released, it liquefies again. So, now that we've made our oobleck, we've played with our oobleck, you have to clean up. As we learned, because this is a food product, it can go bad. If you leave it out at room temperature, you'll get mold and bacteria in it, and it will start to smell. So the best thing you can do is either use a container that you don't care about, or let it dry out and you can dispose of the dried cornstarch in the trash. You could save it in the refrigerator, but not for too long. Personally, I think I'm going to play with this for a little while. But that's enough of this. I'm going to pass this on to my buddy John, and we'll have a great day.
Okay, so hopefully you got a good feel today of how to make oobleck. Mike mentioned some cleanup. You do want to, even though this is not toxic, you do not want to drink it. You do not want to eat it. You do not want to consume it in any way. You also want to clean this up as soon as you're done. It can become pretty moldy pretty quick, and you don't want to have that hanging around. So as soon as you finish with your oobleck, clean it up. You can basically take it, put it into a plastic bag, and dispose it into your garbage, and then just rinse out your container. Any of your debris that's around should wipe up very quickly. Essentially, it dries out, becomes a powder. You wipe it off. As we did here, we did put some plastic over a table. You want to have some plastic on the ground. Again, just to decrease mess. But other than that, myself, John Ranciato, Michael Ammirata, and you, Shen, hope that you enjoyed our demonstration today. And with that, we hope that you enjoy the rest of Plant Science Day.